Hello and welcome to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. What does it really mean? That is iconography, meaning sculptures or deities, and iconology is a science behind it or logic behind it. So we are not just going to describe it or look at it, but also going to find out what are the logics behind it, what we believe. Whatever earlier people have done, there was logic for each and everything they have done. There is nothing incomplete, there is nothing in a wrong way, and it is our way to understand how much we understand. Perspective is what I understand from it, which may be different from you understand from it. And third is the architectural aspects of the temple, how the temple are developed, how they are evolved, right from the cave temple to the structured temple, and then to the nicely decorated temples with the different types like dravidian, nagara, vesara, and pamsana, what we are going to see in this Aiholi and around region. Chalukyas has played a major role as far as development of all these things concerned. They have developed temple right from the caves, that is in Badami, and Aiholi, which is a UNESCO site, is ASI site, has got wonderful demonstrations of all varieties. It was considered as a laboratory or a university where they have done a lot of experiments, and they have got lot of different type of temple architectures. In this series, different temple, we are going to discuss in details what is really a logic behind, or how it is engineering had changed, how the structures have changed, how the carving technology has changed, and not to give you idea that what they have done it is with the most primitive weapons, structures like hammer, chisels, and techniques. How they are breaking the rocks, we are going to see it when we will see the Hampi videos. In that I have demonstrated how the rocks were cut, big rocks were cut, and how the pillars were obtained. And this technology of structural engineering was started by Chalukyas and was developed till 1000. So they can be called as pioneers. And the best part of them was they have adapted to all the different types prevailing at that time, and they have seen that each and every structure of them will be different from one. So it's really, you must visit it. You must go in details how the carvings are. For that, what we have done is, we have done two aspects. One thing is videography, which gives you overall idea, and second is close angle photographies, which gives you in detail ideas about the structures. In that you can appreciate in how many stages the temples are constructed and what are the additional features in that which are developing. Now today we are going to see, right now is the Thrambakashwara temple complex. It is Aiholi. When you are visiting Aiholi, don't forget to visit it also along with the Durga Mata. That's the excellent complex where there is Durga Mata, Lad Khan temples are there, but also these surrounding temples which are really a piece of art, and they will definitely give you a good idea how good the people were earlier.
We are at Thrambakashwara Mandir.
This Thrambakashwara Mandir is within a town, so you can see all the villagers, and there is a lot of people around. This is a temple complex, but please consider that each and every temple is in different, and it's a different art, different beauties, and different preservations. And what we have to remember is how many year old it is. It is almost 1300 years old. So we have to respect the technology of that time and the structure they have developed, which have lasted for so many years. So really fantastic. Now these are steps. There are some carvings which are kept outside also. And this video we have taken you all around the temple to give you an idea how the temple complex is. Right from the shikharas, then sanctum, sanatorium, and also the steps, plinth, etc. Coming to certain theoretical aspect or certain logics behind. The Trambakeshwar group is also called as Trambakeshwara group of temple or complexes, has 5 Hindu temples in it. It is within the village, so you can see a lot of village people around, or they are moving from the temple complexes. The main temple of this group faces south and has got a set of platforms. So we have seen the 2 type of temple architectures, in which the North Indian, they had a raised platform, while the South Indians had directly over the ground. But in subsequent days, even the Dravidian temples, you will start finding that they had a high platform. This is an excellent development taking place in the mandir or temple technology. Now 2 smaller connected shrines are to the east side and west side. The stone steps lead to an mandapam, a Sabha mandapam community hall, which connects the sanctum. Now the concept of community hall has come late. The earlier temples were just a sanctum, then the temples were with sanctum and a porch. And if you want to see all these developments, you must visit Aiholi, where you will get all sorts of temples in different stages. Of course, we are going to show it in our series also. The open portico has 2 square pillars and 2 pilasters. The lintel on the entrance has a Gajalakshmi. Now Gajalakshmi is indicating it is a Vishnu temple. Now the Sabha Mandapa is square. It is around 16 feet by 16 feet, and that itself support on a 4 square molded pillar. Then set within the square are the another square, while the side wall have 12 pillars. So this is how the construction is there. This gives you an idea about the structural aspect of the temple and what they call as the structured temples. Now the upper part of the 4 square pillars are circular. It is connected to the antique chamber and the sanctum. The sanctum is dedicated to Shivalinga, while the nearer life-size Nandi sits facing the sanctum outside the shrine. The intel to the sanctum is carved another Gajalakshmi, Lakshmi with 2 elephants spraying water over it. It's an auspicious symbol that 2 elephants are showering water over the goddess. The damaged towers of the main and the attached smaller shrines are all stepped pyramid of shrinking concentric square as the tower rises towards the sky. The shikharas is a different topic. We have discussed it somewhere else. How the shikharas are developed, how they tell you who has constructed the building and in which style they are. This has got a dominantly Dravidian but some influence of the northern Indian, and that lot of temples here, lot of temples are in Pansala type, and lot of temples are in Vesara type also. And Aiholi is a place where you can see all the type of temples. So this is the best part for those who are interested in temple architectures. The smaller temples in the Trambakeshwar group are the Desia temples and the Richigut temples. The features of square main community hall, which was added subsequently, to give you an idea, this was really started by the Chandals in Odisha. That was the first time they introduced it after Gupta's period, these community halls, and then it was subsequently taken by almost all the temples. Because most of the important activities of the town or community were taking place in the temple at that time. May it be a ceremonial, may it be a crowning celebration, may it be a marriage, or may it be a village meeting. Now we can see this when we see a Larkhan temple here, which has got exactly a typical structure, which will remind you of all these things. The Desia temples has a seated lotus holding Lakshmi carved on a entrance. That is another symbols of Lakshmi. As I told you, Gajalakshmi, one who is showered by water by 2 elephants, and here the one who is holding the lotus. It has Bhumi style tower and has a Nandi in sitting position, that is also outside. Here also in temple architecture, Nandi position can be at two places. It can be inside temple also and outside temple also. In South Indian style, most of the time we will see Nandi sitting outside and there is separate Nandi Mandapam for him. So here also it's the same Bhumi style tower where the Nandi is sitting outside. The Rachigudi features is a sloping stone roof we are seeing in lot of temples of Aiholi, in the style found in the Hindu temples of southwestern India. The outside wall has a floral and other carvings. Now outer wall again is a component wall, is also a feature of Dravidian style. Lot of Dravidian temples you will find there is outside wall also and Gopuram also. But here these two things are not there, only outside wall is there. The temple consists of main shrine plus two subsidiary shrines. So here what we are saying is one temple, multiple shrines. To its east and west, inside the Rachigudi temple is a square layout set on the square base pillar and rounded mounted shafts supporting. This is something structural. The roof and the mounted inverted kalasha pot-like shape at its top. Now kalasha is also a feature of north. There usually it's a metallic pot and it is filled with Ganga water. Here they have adapted it. It's another example how the temple architecture has been transferred and adapted. Now the portico of the temple is square, is of the Kakasana style. Now Kakasana style again has come from north with 8 squat pillars, again with a square base followed by an exploration of octagonal form. These are the places meant for sitting. It is supposed to be a place where you come to the temple, spend some time, sit here and feel the pleasure. The Rachigudi has some intrinsically curved artwork inside, such as Gajalakshmi on the lintel. Then the door jambs explore floral and geometrical designs, as do the small perforated windows in the Sabha Mandapa integrated to the Sabha Mandapa is meant for the multiple people who are gathering here. So a light is essential. That's why windows are there. Windows are usually not there for Garbhagriha. The Trimbakeshwara group indicate a Rachigudi Hindu temple in the form of 10 and 11th century structures or styles which are well adapted, or combination of north and south, bridging the Rashtrakuta and the Chalukya periods. Chalukyas were earlier, Rashtrakutas were later. Rashtrakutas had developed lot of temples on the Deccan. We are going to see them in a different video. The artwork of Rashtrakutas, particularly when we are going to see temples of Maharashtra. The temple complex is deserted and no pujas are being conducted, because it is believed that if the deity in the temple is damaged, there is no active puja in that temple. No rituals are taking place. Now here you are seeing it, what we are describing it. You will see all kids playing, maybe because it was Sunday and they had holiday for their school. Now this is same structure what we have described just now. First we have seen the video and then we are seeing it in a static photos. As it is said, there is no active pujas or anything going on, so sanctum is closed. See the pillars, see the structural. This all what we have described just now is again we are seeing it here. The thing to see here is the window and grill. beautiful types of designs and types you will get in Aiholi, in the grills. Chalukyans have developed it really well. All different. Every temple they try to add something, they try to change something, and they learn to make it as long lasting and more beautiful. It's one of the glory of Chalukyans, and subsequently it was taken over by Rashtrakutas. Though they were defeated, Chalukyas had rivalry with Pallavas. Pallavas has also had their own style of temples, all architectures, and we can see their influence also subsequently in these temples, which they have taken from the Chalukyas, and they have repaired it or they have renewed it. Now see all these things we are showing you different shrines. All shrines are without pujas, and we are showing you in detail so that you can appreciate it. With that, we are coming to this end of this lecture. We have seen in different ways this Trambakeshwar temple complex of Aiholi. We have shown you all the shrines. We have shown you the videography, photography, each and every wall, each and every grill, and each and every designing aspect of it. With that, I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for giving me valuable time. If you like, subscribe and give us a like. Thank you. Goodbye and take care.